One of the things that I know about Waldorf education and many people know is the delayed formal reading instruction until around the age of 7. And this, of course, runs counter to a lot of mainstream educational thinking. I know that my own daughter was a really precocious reader, and it might have driven her crazy because she was in chapter books at 4.5. So, what is the reasoning behind this? And do you know of any research that talks about its effectiveness?
Well, I think, one can find research coming out of Finland, probably even Denmark, about delaying reading until age 7. I find it interesting that the word delaying is used as opposed to what we kind of talk about in Waldorf education, the developmental appropriateness of when a child should be reading. Now, having said that, if a child reads earlier, the child reads earlier. There's no issue, of course, with that whatsoever. Like one of my daughters, one of her friends was reading in kindergarten all on her own. She just started reading. And some children, it'll take longer. But a couple of the reasons why that reading is left until really more like second grade, because in first grade, they're learning letters. They're learning the alphabet, and they're learning it in such a beautiful, beautiful way through stories. And so that this kind of way of learning, that holistic approach is coming not only from the head perspective, the intellect, but also through the arts and also through movement. There will often be movement. Maybe they're playing out in movement the letters, like B could be for the bear who bounded outside in the garden because he saw a buzzing bee. They connect it, and the teacher really enunciates, and then it forms like a picture for them. It's not just that's B. Everybody say B, or other words that begin with B. My children just all really enjoyed learning, that as a precursor, learning to read, learning the letters in that way, and drawing it out in their main lesson books with these crayons and bright colors, and it's beautiful. And so, and the one of the reasons why is that it's, in terms of thinking, developmentally, not all children are ready to read early, and yet something happens, within the body when a child turns 7. Their brain is, cognitively, they're more ready. Neurologically, they're more ready. The brain is now really more ready for taking on academics. And that is something that the education is really focused on, teaching children to the developmental phases. So Waldorf distinctly has, unlike I think any other education, this focus on the 3 7-year periods in childhood: birth to 7, 7 to 14, and 14 to 21. Like in those phases, cognitively, neurologically, the brain is taking these leaps at these 7-year marks. It's not like a leap overnight, of course, but it's developing, and then these leaps, happen at these 7-year marks.